Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. Just want to make sure you can hear me. Can you all hear me? Can someone message me if you can hear me? Okay. So, cool. So, today's session is going to be a 1 hour session. We will be starting off with warm up exercises. We will have 5 rounds of Surya namaskaras. We'll touch upon the warrior pose series, that's the Veerbadrasana. We'll have other asana practices as well, and we'll end the session with two breathing exercises. So let's hop onto the mat and get started. We'll start with a prayer. Hands in namaskar mudra. You can repeat after me. You can keep your eyes closed, thumbs touching your sternum. Om Sahana Bhavatu. Sahano Bhunaktu. सह वीर्यं कर्वावहे तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Gently open your eyes. Hands on your hips. We'll start with our warm-up exercises. Right leg out, up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left leg out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll rotate our ankle. 1, clockwise 5. Focus on your ankle. 4 and 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3. Very slowly. 4, 5. Left leg out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Palms on your hips. We'll rotate our palms on your knees. Sorry, we'll rotate our knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hands on your hips. Hips will be your feet will be hip width apart. We will rotate our hips. Clockwise 5. Rotate completely. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Feel the stretch. Reverse. 1, 2. Keep breathing. 3, 4, and 5. Feet together. Hands stretched out. We'll move our palms up and down. 1. Feel the stretch out here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Make a fist of your hands, thumbs locked in. Rotate your wrist. Focus on your wrist. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hands in Namaskar Mudra, palms pressed against each other. Your forearms will be parallel to the mat. Take a deep breath in and slowly bring your palms forward this way and hold. It's a great stretch for your chest muscles and your upper arm. Hold. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly bring it back. Once again, take a deep breath in. Bring your palms forward and hold. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly bring your palms back. Arms parallel to the mat, fingers pointing towards the ceiling. Stretch out your arms completely and we'll slowly rotate our arms. 1, very slowly. 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly bring your hands down. We'll rotate our shoulders. Complete rotation. 1, 2, keep breathing. 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Neck rotation starting from the right side. Turn your neck completely. Feel the stretch. Look back. Stretch your neck muscles. Left and down. Down. Left. Back. Right. And down. Come to the top of your mat. We'll start with the Surya Namaskar practice. Hands in Namaskar Mudra. Thumbs touching your sternum. You can repeat the Surya Namaskar after me. Om Mitraya Namaha. One up inhale. Stretch. Slowly arch your back. Lengthen your arms. Inner part of your arms will be touching your ears. Gaze towards your thumbs. 2 down, exhale. Exhale completely. Try to lock your knees and keep your legs straight. For those who can, touch their toes, keeping their legs straight. For those who can't, you can bend your knees. Bring your forehead close to your knees and hold. Take your right leg behind. Put your hips down. This is the Ashwa Sanchalan Asana, the equestrian pose. Make sure your knees are in line with your ankle. It's very important to keep the knees in line with the ankle. Push your hips down. Try to straighten your back. From here, we'll move on to high plank. In high plank, you'll have to make sure your wrist is in line with your shoulder. You will be balancing on your toes. You will be keeping your core engaged. Your whole body will be in one straight inclined line from your neck to your tailbone, and then from your tailbone to your heels, you'll be in one straight line. Hips will not be too high, not too low, somewhere in between. From here, slowly drop your knees down, bend your elbows and come to Ashtang. Asht means 8, so 8 parts of your body will be touching the mat. Your chin, your chest, your palms, your knees and your toes. From here, take a deep breath in and slowly glide up. Shoulders will be pulled back. Chin parallel to the mat and try and keep your feet together. You'll feel a better stretch. It's a good asana for the lower back. Slowly curl your toes. Come to downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, use the heel of your palm to push your torso towards your thighs. Your gaze will be towards your navel. Try to bring your chin close to your sternum. Take a big leap with your right leg forward, left leg forward, hands up, and hands in Namaskar Mudra. This was one Surya Namaskar round, which consisted of 12 different postures that were strung together. So we'll move on to the second one. Om Raviye Namaha. One up inhale, stretch, two down exhale, try and touch your toes. Left leg behind, stretch it out completely. The top part of your foot will be touching the mat. Right leg behind, come to high plank. Knees down. Bend your elbows, come to Ashtanga. Take a deep breath in. Come to upward facing dog. Try and keep your heels together. Curl your toes under. Come to downward facing dog. Take a big leap with your left leg forward. Right leg forward. Hands up. Hands in Namaskar Mudra. We move on to the third one. Om Surya Namaha. One up inhale. Arch your back slowly. Try and gaze towards your thumbs. Inner part of your arms will be touching your ears. Two down, exhale. Right leg behind. Stretch it out. Try and push your hips down. Left leg behind, come to high plank. Knees down, bend your elbows, come to Ashtanga. Take a deep breath in. Come to upward facing dog. Curl your toes. Come to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a big leap with your right leg forward. Left leg forward. Hands up. Hands in Namaskar Mudra. Om Bharve Namaha. One up, stretch. Two down, exhale. Try and touch your toes. Left leg behind. Put your hips down. Right leg behind. Come to high plank. Make sure your wrist is in line with your shoulder. Slowly drop your knees down. Bend your elbows and come to Ashtanga. Pull in your stomach. Your elbows will be close to your body, not winged out. Take a deep breath in. Come to upward facing dog. Shoulders will be pulled back, feet together. Curl your toes under, come to downward facing dog. Exhale. Gaze towards your navel. Big leap with your left leg forward. Right leg forward. Hands up. Hands in Namaskar. Om Pushne Namaha. Inhale. Stretch. Slowly arch your back. Lengthen your arms. Two down. Exhale. Try and touch your toes. Right leg behind. Hips down. Left leg behind. Come to high plank. Knees down. Bend your elbows. Come to Ashtanga. Curl your toes under. Come to downward facing dog. Take a big leap with your left. Right leg forward. Left leg forward. Hands up. Hands in Namaskar Mudra. Om Hiranyagarbhaya Namaha. One up, inhale, stretch. Two down, exhale, try and touch your toes. Left leg behind. Put your hips down. Make sure your right leg is at 90 degrees, knees in line with your ankle. Right leg behind, come to high plank. Knees down, bend your elbows. Come to Ashtanga. Pull in your stomach. Take a deep breath in. Glide up. Upward facing dog. Curl your toes, come to downward facing dog. Exhale completely, pull in your stomach. Quickly put your left leg forward, right leg forward, hands up, hands in namaskar mudra. We'll move on to the seventh one. Om Arkhai Namaha. One up, inhale, arch your back. Two down, exhale, try and touch your toes. Right leg behind, hips down. Left leg behind, come to high plank. Drop your knees slowly. Bend your elbows, come to Ashtang. Take a deep breath in. Glide up. Upward facing dog. Curl your toes, come to downward facing dog. Right leg forward, left leg forward, hands up, hands in namaskar mudra. Om Bhaskarai Namaha. One up, inhale. Two down, exhale. Left leg behind. Put your hips down. Right leg behind, come to high plank. Pull in your core muscles. Engage them. Drop your knees, bend your elbows, come to Ashtang. Take a deep breath in. Upward facing dog. Curl your toes, come to downward facing dog. Use your heels of your palms again to push your torso towards your thighs. Take lead with your left leg forward, right leg forward, hands up, and hands in namaskar mudra. We move on to the last two. That's we will try and hold each position for a count of 5. You can follow me. I'll guide you. Om Adityaya Namaha. One up, inhale, stretch, arch your back slowly, lengthen your arms, feel the stretch around your arms, your torso, your abdomen. Pull your arms up, hold, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly exhale and come down. Hold your ankle, hold your shin, hold your calves, wherever comfortable. Try to bring your forehead close to your knees. Surrender yourself and feel the stretch. You'll feel a beautiful stretch around your hamstrings. 3, 2, and 1. Palms on the mat. Right leg behind. Come to low lunge. When I say low lunge, it means you have to push your hips down as much as you can. Feel the stretch. Hands in namaskar mudra. From here, take a deep breath in and lift your arms up. Hold. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Left hand in line with your left foot. Right knee raised. Right hand over your head and stretch. Stretch your arms out completely. Make sure your entire body from your fingertips to your tailbone, from your tailbone to your heels is one straight line. Stretch. 3, 2, 1. Right hand in line with your left foot. Left hand over your head and stretch. These are simple variations which I've incorporated in the Surya Namaskar practice to build strength. 3, 2, and 1. Hands in Namaskar Mudra and hold. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Palms on the mat. Left leg behind. Come to high plank. Spread out your fingers. Make sure your wrist is in line with your shoulders. You're balancing on your toes. Your core is engaged. And just hold. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly drop your knees. Bend your elbows. Come to Ashtanga. Your elbows will be close to your body. Hold. Make sure your stomach is pulled in. 3, keep breathing. 4, and 5. Slowly inhale and glide up. Shoulders will be pulled back. Feet together. Chin parallel to the mat. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly turn towards your left shoulders and try to look at your right heel for a few seconds. Twist your body, feel the stretch around your waist. Look straight ahead. Look over your right shoulders and try to look at your left heel this time. Few seconds. And then look straight ahead. Curl your toes under. Come to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Make sure your heels are completely pressed on the mat. If you're unable to press the heels on the mat, try to take one step forward and practice. Try to gaze towards your navel. Use the heel of your palm to push your torso towards your thighs and try to bring the crown of your head close to the mat. You'll feel a nice stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Big leap with your right leg forward, left leg forward, hands up, hands in namaskara mudra. You'll practice the last one. Om Savitre Namaha. One up inhale, stretch. Remember Surya Namaskaras are excellent warm-up exercises to practice before the start of any asanas. Make sure you're stretching in every position. Two down, exhale. Drop your head, surrender yourself. Try to bring your forehead close to your knees. Feel the stretch. Palms on the mat. Left leg behind this time. Come to low lunge. Make sure your hips are really low. Hands in namaskar mudra. Hands up. Hold. 2. Keep breathing. 3, 4, and 5. Palms on the mat. Right leg behind. Come to high plank. Engage your core muscles. The high plank by itself is a great core exercise. It not only strengthens your core muscles but also your arms, strengthening your entire body. Make sure your wrist is in line with your shoulders. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly drop your knees. Bend your elbows. Come to Ashtanga. Pull in your stomach. Elbows will be close to your body. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Take a deep breath in. Inhale and come up. Remember the thumb rule for Surya Namaskaras. Every time your face comes close to the mat, you will be exhaling. And every time your face moves away from the mat, when your chest is opened up, you will inhale. Turn your neck over your left shoulders. Try to look at your right heel. Hold for a few seconds. Look straight ahead. Turn your neck over your left shoulders. Try to look at your right heel. Look straight ahead. Curl your toes under. Come to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Stretch. Again, try and bring the crown of your head close to the mat. Use the heel of your palm to push your body towards your thighs. Try to bring your heels down. And try to bring your chin close to your chest. Take a big leap with your left leg forward, right leg forward, hands up, and hands in Namaskar Mudra. We've completed 5 rounds of Surya Namaskaras. We'll now sit in Shashankasana to relax our body for a couple of seconds. So for the Shashankasana, you need to sit on your hips. You will be sitting on your heels. Your hips will be resting on your heels. You'll stretch out your arms. Your forehead will be on the mat. Stretch out your fingers completely. Imagine yourself reaching out to something with your fingers. Elbows again will be on the mat and just relax. Try to relax every muscle in your body. Slowly come to downward facing dog. We will start with the warrior pose series. For the warrior pose series, the starting position is the Adho Mukha Svanasana. So make sure you are comfortable in this position first. Adjust yourself. Loosen up your body a little bit. Stretch. From here, take a deep breath in. Bring your right leg between your palms. Left leg will be turned. Your left foot will be at an angle. Your toes will be inwards. Body, your torso will be turned towards the opposite direction. Hands in Namaskar Mudra. Hands up. And when you are bringing your hands up, simultaneously you will go down. Your hips will be down. And when you bring your hips down, make sure your right thighs are parallel to the mat. Try to arch a little bit. This is the final position, warrior pose 1. Keep breathing. It's a great strength building exercise. It strengthens your legs, your arms. Slowly release. Bring your palms on the mat. Right leg behind, stretch. After every pose, we will be stretching. Make sure you're stretching well. Take a deep breath in. You'll practice the same with the left leg. Left leg between your palms. Right leg at an angle. Hands in Namaskar Mudra. Hands up. Make sure your palms, your face, and your torso is in one plane forward. It's facing the same plane forward. Push your hips down so that your left leg this time, your left thighs are parallel to the mat. Hold. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly bring your palms on the mat. Exhale and relax. Stretch. Take a deep breath in. Again, your right leg will be between the palms, left leg at an angle. We'll move on to warrior pose 2. Stretch out your arms. Arms will be completely stretched out. Lower your hips. Again, your right thigh will be parallel to the mat. Gaze will be towards your fingertips. Keep breathing. And hold. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly release. Come back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Stretch. Exhale completely. Take a deep breath in and bring your left leg between your palms, right leg at an angle. Hands stretched out. Make sure your hands are completely stretched and not kept limp. Lower your hips down and come to warrior pose 2. 3, 4, and 5. Make sure you feel the stretch. Your thighs should be parallel to the mat. Slowly bring your palms down. Stretch completely. Gaze towards your navel. Make sure you're stretching well. We'll move on to the crescent pose or the reverse warrior. Take a deep breath in. Bring your right leg between your palms. Left leg at an angle. Right hand over your head. Your left hand will be touching your calves. Try to bring your hips down so that your right thighs again will be parallel to the mat. Hold. Gaze towards your fingers if you can, or just look straight ahead. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come down. Come to Adho Mukha Svanasana, stretch. We'll do the same reverse warrior with the left leg. These are high intensity exercises, so do it as per your capacity. Don't push yourself to exceed more than your limit. If you're able to do about 80%, try to do only about 65 to 70. Don't push yourself to the maximum level. Take a deep breath in. Bring your left leg forward between your palms. Right leg at an angle. Left hand over your head. This is the final position for the crescent pose because your body looks like a crescent. Put your hips down. This time your left thigh will be parallel to the mat. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Palms on the mat. Come to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Relax. From here, we will move on to the pigeon pose. The pigeon pose is a great stretch for the hips and your thighs again. For the pigeon pose, you will be bringing your right ankle close to your left wrist, and you'll just put your hips down completely and sit. The leg which is stretched out, the top part of your foot will be resting on the mat. And just hold. Try to straighten your spine. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. For those who can hold in namaskara mudra, you can hold. For those who can hold up, it's slightly difficult. So for people who are doing it for the first time, just hold in this position. From here, we will stretch out our arms, forehead on the mat, and just relax. It's a great stretch. It's a great hip opener, and it's a very good stretch for your thighs. 3, 2, and 1. Palms on the mat. Bring your right leg behind. Stretch. We will practice the pigeon pose with the left leg. This time your left ankle will be in line with your right wrist. Push your right leg behind. Push it out completely. Stretch. Try to straighten your spine. Hold. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly stretch. Stretch your arms out. Forehead on the mat. Elbows on the mat. Feel the stretch. Keep breathing. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly bring your palms on the mat. Left leg behind. Stretch completely. Again, try to bring the crown of your head close to the mat. And now we'll sit in Shashankasana. Bend your knees, sit on your heels, and just relax. Slowly release the asana. We'll move on to the standing asanas. We'll start with the Nataraj asana, that's the dancer's pose. So for the dancer's pose, you need to stand with your feet 2 inches apart. You can take wall support if you need to. Slowly lift your your right leg. Hold your right ankle. Stretch it out completely. For those who need wall support, you can hold the wall and stretch completely. Lift your right leg up. Spread it out. Make sure your heels are far away from your hips and not this way. We have a tendency to hold like this. Try to pull it out and stretch it out as much as you can. Your right hand can be in Gyan Mudra and hold. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly release. We'll move on to the left leg. Take wall support again. Left leg stretched out. Again, put your heels far away from your hips and just hold. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly release. Come on your mat. We'll sit in Dandasana. We'll practice a few asanas in Dandasana. Dandasana is when you sit with your spine straight. Try to straighten out your spine. Take a few deep breaths. From here, we will spread out our toes completely, spread out our fingers completely. We very seldom exercise our toes. So we'll try and exercise our toes and our fingers together. When I say 1, you will be spreading out your toes completely and your fingers completely. Hold for a few seconds and then release. We'll do this 5 times. 1, stretch, hold, release. 2, stretch out your toes completely, spread it out. Spread out your fingers. Release. 3, release. 4, release. And the last one, 5. And release. We'll move on to Janu Shirsasana. Janu means knees and Shirs is the head. We'll try and bring our forehead close to the knees. We'll start with the right leg. Bend your right leg. Fold it down completely. Bring your heels close to your groin. Straighten out your spine. Stretch your hands up. Take a deep breath in. Slowly try and hold your toes. And try to bring your forehead close to your knees. How much ever you can. The final position is where your forehead will be touching your knees, but for any reason, if you can't, it's absolutely fine. Just hold wherever you can. If you are able to hold your knees, it's fine. If you're able to hold your ankle, it's okay. With regular practice, you will be able to hold your toes. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Stretch. Bring your hands down. Straighten out your right leg. Bend your left leg, hold it down, stretch your arms up, straighten your spine, and this time try to hold your right toes. A lot of runners do these stretches. These are excellent stretches for your hamstrings, to loosen up your hamstrings. Hold 2, 3, 4, and 5. Straighten out your hands and bring your hands towards the side of your hips. Straighten out your leg. From here, we'll move on to Paschim Uttanasana. That's a forward bend. Again, straighten your spine. Hold your knees, try to straighten it out. Take a deep breath in. Stretch your arms up and slowly bring your fingers close to your toes. Hold your toes. You can make a hook between, hold your big toes between your forefinger and your middle finger. Make a hook. Bend your knees and then slowly try to straighten it out. And try to pull your body close towards your foot, close to your feet. Slowly pull. Hold. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, for those who can't hold their toes, hold wherever possible and just try to lean forward and pull your body closer towards your feet. Release. We'll move on to Vakrasana. Vakrasana is a twisting asana, which is excellent for your internal organs, your abdomen, especially for your stomach and your liver. We'll start with the left leg. Bend your left leg. Your left arms will be in line with your hips. You're basically keeping your hand behind to straighten your spine. Right hand stretched. Take a deep breath in and try to bring it close to in front of your left leg. Hold either your toes, your ankle, wherever comfortable, or just keep your hands this way and twist your entire body. Try to gaze towards your shoulders. Make sure your thighs are resting against your abdomen to stretch it out, and your armpits will be close to your knees. So you'll feel a maximum stretch. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly release. Stretch. Straighten out your leg. Move on to the right side. Bend your right leg. Your heels will be slightly ahead of your knees. This time your right hand will be in line with your hips to straighten your backbone. Left hand stretched upwards. Take a deep breath in. Bring your left hand in front of your right foot. Twist your torso. Gaze towards your shoulders. Either hold this way or keep your hand this way. Make sure you're twisting well. Vakrasana means twisting, so make sure you're twisting well. And make sure your armpits are closer to your knees and your thighs close to your abdomen. Slowly release, look straight. Stretch your arms up. Bring your hands close to your hips and straighten out your legs. From here, we'll move on to the regular sitting asanas. Again, you can sit in any comfortable sitting position. Make sure your spine is straight, your knees close to the mat. For those who can't sit on the mat, you can sit on the chair and practice these asanas. We'll start with Parvatasana, that's the mountain pose. Hands in namaskara mudra, palms pressed against each other. Your forearms will be parallel to the mat. In this position, you need to remember 2 things. One is to keep your spine straight at every given point. and pull in your stomach. Make sure your stomach is pulled in. We'll hold this position for 5 deep breaths. You can close your eyes and breathe 5 times. Deep breaths. Try to expand your lungs completely. Take in as much oxygen as you can. And when you exhale, try to deflate your lungs and bring out all the carbon dioxide. Slowly move on to your nose. Your thumbs will be touching your nose. Again, make sure your stomach is pulled in, forearms parallel to the mat. Hold for 5 deep breaths. This is an excellent asana for people suffering from depression, anxiety, and stress related issues. Just try to internalize and focus on your breath. Slowly bring your palms on the crown of your head. Again, this time, try to crunch your shoulder blades behind. Open up your chest. And again, your forearms will be parallel to the mat. Elbows again opened up. 5 deep breaths. Straighten out your arms. This is the final position. Your palms should be pressed against each other at all times. That's when you'll feel the maximum stretch. Inner part of your arms will be touching your ears. Lengthen your entire body. Lengthen your spine. Lengthen your torso. Pull your body up. Imagine someone pulling your hands up. Feel the stretch. At the same time, waist below, try to push your knees down. So it's like opposite forces. You're pushing your knees down, waist below, and waist upwards. You're stretching your entire body up. This is an excellent asana also for your internal organs. As we age, there's a tendency for the internal organs to move downwards, which hampers the functioning of the organs. So when you practice this on daily basis, on regular basis, it keeps the organs in place, helps in circulation, and thereby helps in better functioning of the organs. One last stretch, and then slowly bring your palms on the crown of your head, close to your nose, near your sternum, and release. We'll move on to the neck exercise. Again, a very simple exercise, but very beneficial for your neck. Take a deep breath in. Your hands will be in Gyan Mudra. Gyan Mudra is when the tip of your thumb and your forefinger will be touching each other, and the other 3 fingers will be slightly curled. Hold. Turn your neck towards your right. Stretch completely. Keep your eyes closed. Try to internalize. Take 5 deep breaths. Keeping your spine straight. Sit tall. Look straight ahead. 1 deep breath. This is an excellent asana even for small kids to practice because most of the time they are on their mobile or their laptops. Turn your neck towards your left. Stretch completely. Make sure you're taking deep breaths, 5 deep breaths. Look straight ahead. 1 deep breath. Look towards the back. Turn your neck backwards. Feel the stretch around your neck muscles. Try to swallow saliva twice. Look straight ahead, 1 deep breath. And then turn your neck downwards, 5 deep breaths. Look straight ahead. We'll release this asana and start with Veerbadrasana. That's the butterfly pose. Sit with your spine straight. Your heels will be touching your groin. Interlock your fingers and place your palms just below the feet. Use your elbows to push your thighs down. Try to open up your hips. It's a great hip opener. Try to stretch. Try to bring your knees closer to the mat. Straighten your spine. And we'll clap for 20 counts. Slowly release. We'll bring our knees together. Wrap your left hand around your knees. With your right hand, take support and come to sitting position. Sit on your feet. You will not be sitting on your hips. You will be sitting on your feet. This way, try to straighten your spine. Hold for a minute. For those who can't sit completely flat on your feet, it's fine. You may be able to sit on your toes. For those who can't sit even on the toes, try to take balance, try to take support and try and practice this asana. Spread out your legs. We'll move on to Malasana. It's a deep stretch. Spread your legs with your elbows. Open up your knees. Open up your thighs. Keep your spine straight. Look straight ahead. Hold. You can sit in this position for 30 seconds to a minute. To make it a little difficult, take a deep breath in and slowly lift your hips up and hold. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly drop your hips down. We'll do it once again. Take a deep breath in. Lift your hips up and hold. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly release. Sit comfortably on your mat. We'll start with the breathing exercises. The ideal pose to sit for any pranayam or breathing exercises would be the Padmasana. Padmasana, because when you sit in Padmasana, you get a broad triangular base. And when you have a broad triangular base, it automatically corrects your spine. But for those who can't sit in Padmasana, sitting in Ardha Padmasana, Swastikasana, or Sukhasana, or any cross-legged position, in a comfortable cross-legged position, it is absolutely fine. And for those who can't sit on the mat, please sit on the chair and practice the breathing exercises we are going to do today. We'll start with 2 rounds of Kapalabhati. Kapalabhati is forceful exhalation. You will be exhaling 2 breaths per second. We'll try to practice 60 counts the first round, and then the second round is always a little longer, so the second round will be 70. What you need to observe is your breath between the first and the second round, and your breath at the end of the second round. You will notice that you would have inhaled so much of oxygen that you wouldn't need to breathe for a couple of seconds. That's the beauty of this breathing exercise. So I want you to try and observe it. Make sure you're sitting with your spine straight. The reason why we say you need to sit with your spine straight is because we've got chakras aligned on our spine, and in yoga it is also denoted as lotus flowers. So when you sit with your spine straight, you're able to water the lotus flowers beautifully. So that's why they say sit with your spine absolutely straight. Hands in Gyan Mudra. Try to keep your eyes closed. Try to pull in your stomach. In parallel to the mat. Take 2 deep breaths first. And then start with your practice. Observe your breath. And slowly move on to the second round. Take a deep breath in and start. Observe your breath. And we'll slowly move on to Anulom Vilom. That's the alternate nostril breathing. For the alternate nostril breathing, your right hand will be in Vishnu Mudra, where your forefinger and your middle finger will be folded. Your left hand will be in Jnana Mudra. We'll start with closing your right nostril, inhaling through your left 4 counts, exhaling through your right 8 counts, inhaling 4 through the same nostril, and exhaling 8 through the left nostril. This is one round. When you inhale through the left, exhale through the right, inhale through the right again, and exhale through the left. Remember, the ratio is 1:2. So if you're inhaling 4 counts, you'll have to exhale 8 counts. So if you're not able to inhale 4 and 8, you can probably try 3 inhaling and 6 exhaling. So we'll do 4 more rounds at your own pace. Sit with your spine straight, stomach pulled in. Try to focus your gaze at your Gyan Mudra, that's the center of your eyebrows, and start. Two more rounds. And slowly release. We'll end the session with 5 rounds of Omkar chanting of Om. Again, try and sit with your spine straight. Pull in your stomach. Try to fix your gaze towards your Bhru Madhya. Take a few deep breaths in. Take a deep breath in and repeat. We'll practice together. Inhale. 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 Last round. Inhale. Observe your breath. Feel the peace, the calmness within you and all around you. Slowly join your palms, rub your palms, energize your nerve endings, cup your eyes, slowly blink your eyes and open your eyes. We've come to the end of the session. I just wanted to briefly talk about Hatha Yoga, what we practiced today. Hatha Yoga is a very slow-paced traditional form of yoga practice where the sadhak or the practitioner holds the asana for a long duration. So when you hold the asanas for a long duration, it stimulates your muscles and your organs, helping in good blood flow, which in turn helps your internal organs to function better. So with consistent practice, you will realize that you're not just transforming your body externally, but you're also strengthening and building stamina for your internal body and your organs. So I hope you stay with me in our journey towards getting fitter, healthier, and stronger. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy with me. Hari Om.